One of the greatest civilizations in history. It's now being seen as some sort of basket case, and I hear all these disparaging remarks made about the Greeks. Look, they had bad politics. It was rooted in conflict for a long time. They didn't have a good, honest, effective tax collection system. Promises were made there which were fundamentally not keepable. But the average Greek works a much longer work week than most Europeans. I have never met a Greek citizen in the United States who was not both productive and hardworking. We need to figure out how to change the image and the self-image of the Greeks. They're going to do whatever they're going to do to stay in the Eurozone. But the question is, how can they break out of the shackles not only of their past financial problems, but the perception of the world and the perception that increasingly is creeping into Greece that they can't cut it. It's absurd. They can't. Some amount of this aid should be set aside to support entrepreneurs and education and, internet-based businesses and anything that will seek to empower people and give them a sense of momentum and hope again. These are all things you might think about in coming up with ideas for your prize. The good news is ordinary people have more power to affect the future than ever before. When the earthquake hit Haiti, Americans gave $1 billion. The median contribution was only $26 because unprecedented numbers of people for the first time texted in contributions on their cell phones. You typed in Haiti and then you had a number for the Clinton Haiti Fund or the Bush Clinton Haiti Fund or the Red Cross or whatever, and you sent $10. If you were Canadian, you typed it in, it sent $5. We can do this, but we need people like you to fire our imagination and fill our brains as well as our hearts. You know how to overcome people's inherent resistance to hearing a set of facts that they hadn't imagined were true that are. So I urge you to take the competition seriously. I urge you to think about how you can both do well and do good. I urge you to think about how we can build a world of shared prosperity and shared responsibilities, not constant conflict and winner take all. And since it will increasingly be a world of consent, as all these upheaval events in the Middle East and North Africa show, the communicators will have a profound influence on how the next 20 or 30 years turns out. I want to leave this earth knowing that my daughter and the grandchildren I hope to have will live in a world of shared prosperity and shared responsibility where our common humanity matters more than our interesting differences, and where every citizen tries to do something that advances the public good through the NGO movement. And I can't think of any group of people that could make that more likely to happen than you if you think about how to do it and do it as well as you can. And if you make people laugh, like the DTV ads, that's okay too. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, can you hear me? Mr. President, thank you very much for your presentation. It's a highly inspiring one. And